Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back to the CloudOps Junction. So in this video, we will talk about a very important topic, that is Azure Virtual Size. How to pick the best one of for your workload, or one size for your ongoing project, or a workload that you are trying to set up. We will also talk about the how to choose the best VM size. What are the cost efficiency? What are the important things that we have to consider, like cost, performance, optimization, and scalability. We will also cover the Azure Virtual Machine VM size families. We will talk about scenarios. We will also talk about the VM size scenarios, considerations, and all. So if let's do one thing. Let's directly jump into the our portal. You can see this portal there, and when we click on create virtual machine, and over here, let's give a resource group size hyphen rg size hyphen vm. We are giving the name, and let's do it on east us. That's fine. Availability zone is all right. We don't want it. Let's take standard. Okay. Now here, if you scroll it down a little, you will find the option called size. And here you can see there are a couple of size that has been given, like standard D2 as V underscore V3. So whenever we select a size, three important things that comes into the picture. One is vCPU, that is virtual CPUs. Second is RAM, that is your memory. 8 GB of RAM which we are getting on this section that we have selected. And third is the cost, that how much money it will cost to in our pocket. So if I use this D2 as V3 for entire month, so what I will be getting, I will be charged for 5,830 rupees per month. That's comes somewhere around 50 to $60 per month, around $60 per month. All right, I'm just giving a hypothetical number. So this is what it will come to us. So let's break down this. Also, one more important thing, then that is a network bandwidth and the storage also. Whenever we select the size, these two things also come into consideration, that how much storage account or how much storage that we can attach, and what would be the network bandwidth that will be coming along with the size. So it's very important to select the correct size based on the workload that we are going to put into it. Now let's talk about a little bit about this naming standard. So this is D2S underscore V3. Let's do one thing. Let me Okay, all right. So what we are talking about naming convention. Let's talk about naming convention. What is the naming? For example, let's take this is our example of the size that we are going to choose, that is standard underscore D2VS3. Now the term D. What is the D? D stand for series. Which series that it going to start? Number 2. Second point, 2. 2 stand for CPU size, that how many CPU size that we will be getting. So we will be getting 2 virtual CPU in this size. S standard for support of disk. So this does support premium SD support. So if you wanted to attach a premium SSD to it, yes, you can definitely do this. What about V3? V3 is generation or version. All right. So this is how this naming convention get. So if I go back on my screen and if I say what is E2SV3, E2S, E stand for series. What series? We will talk about that series also. 2 stand for you will get two virtual CPU. S stand for you will definitely getting a support of premium SSD to it, so you can attach the premium SSD. Underscore V3 is the generation, that what generation you will be getting. So we will be getting V3. All right. Now let's talk about these series. Okay. If I expand it, you will find there are some series like D series, B series, DC series, E series, F series, L series, and there are a couple of more. Okay. Now it has been categorized into okay, let's go here. Now if I say if I break down the family, so there is first come into the picture, that is general purpose SSD, sorry, general purpose so this general purpose is start with B and D series. If I go back to my, so you will find B and D. These two are known as general purpose. General purpose means they are balanced of CPU and memory ratio, ideal for testing or for web servers or small database server or day-to-day activity. If you want to perform, no, if you don't have any heavy workload, you can definitely go with this series. Okay. Now second comes compute optimize. Compute optimize is an F series. So this is the compute optimize. This is the second F series come as a compute optimize. So this series is a high CPU to memory ratio and suitable for the compute intensive work or task such as like batch processing. So if you have such a task, you can definitely choose this F series. If I go back to the portal, you will find F series is here. And if I expand that F series, let me do that, you will see that it has two virtual CPU but RAM is very high, and you can attach 4 data disks to it. Maximum IOPS you will get this much, and the local storage is 22 SCSI. All right, let's go back. Now you will find E and M series. If I go back, you will find E series. Sorry, that was E series. Oh, E and M series. There will be a series called M series. I'm not able to see it right now, but there is a series called E and M series that is called as memory optimize. So what is memory optimize? If I would say another option, this is memory optimize. Memory optimize is great for memory, high intensive memory work like database or analytics or the applications that use that is memory hunger applications. One of them is SAP. So those workload can easily be deployed on E or M series size of virtual machines. And then we come with storage optimized, that is called L series. If I go back to my portal, you will find there is L series. So this is basically for the workload that required high high IOPS or the large data storage or no SQL database. So such kind of workload can be easily to deployed on L series. Then there are some other series as well, like let's say if you need a graphics card series, a GPU optimized, so that comes to NC, NV or ND series of virtual machine sizing. So that will be another size that is called GPU intensive. This is for basically for machine learning, AI, and the workload that required GPU intensive work. And there is one more that is called H series, that is high performance series we call this. So the last one is come with high performance series. What this high performance is, ideally for scientific modeling or engineering simulation works, that comes into high performance series. So in terms of if I talk about, in this is the breakup, and for the exam purpose also, this is very important that what series, maybe it was not asked into your exam for 104 if you are preparing for it, but yes, definitely you can have a look what series is used for what purpose. You should have a basic idea about it. Okay, so now this should be clear that what is the size, what is the standard naming convention. Naming convention stands for standard D underscore D2 SV3. D stand for series. What series is this? Like this one, B, D, E, F, E, L, M. This is called as series. So this is a series. Number do denote to the virtual CPU. S denote that it does support the premium SSD, and V support the generation or version of the virtual machine. Okay, the host that where it going to be there. Now, uh, when you choose a how to choose a right virtual machine, or if I would say size, first thing would be the workload requirement. You should know what is the first thing that I would say come into the picture when it is be okay. First would be your workload. That what workload you are going to be deployed. So type of application, user and resources. Second thing I would say would be scalability. Uh, Ensure that the VM can scale virtually or horizontally. This thing also needs to be considered. While third, I would say you should also understand the disk and storage performance. That it's important that premium SSD or high IOPS disk or standard HDD, what is the requirement of the application or the disk load you are required. Suppose you have deployed you need an application that does not require a SSD, and if you attach the SSD to a virtual machine, it is what it going to be done. It will be incurring some extra amount uh, for you. And fourth thing would be the network. You will also understand how much network usage should it be required, what the bandwidth that it will be taking. And third is you should also compare the cost and the performance. Do you really require? Are you? I mean, fifth point is also very important. You should consider the cost balancing. Uh, that the amount that you are paying for and the performance that you are getting, is it that worth or not. I think these are 4 or 5 things that you should consider while choosing a virtual machine. Now there are some pricing calculators or Azure advisory. You can, I mean, there are tools that can be used to make these decisions that Microsoft has provided. So if I say, yeah, there are definitely tools available in the market. The first tool is you can use Azure pricing calculator. This pricing calculator is one of the tool that will help you to gi- uh, give you a estimated forecast that how much cost that you will be getting for use this VM size and what reason that you are choosing, because this also depend on the reason and the size where you are choosing it. Second is you can also get the recommendation from Azure advisory for for the size. That suppose you have selected a size or you have selected a virtual machine, you install it and configure it. You can use the Azure advisory to get the recommendation of sizing and under if it is underutilized or if it is not utilized as per the current VM size, so you can downgrade that size also. Third tool I would recommend is the workload benchmark. What is benchmark? Is the workload benchmark is one of a test your VM performance by using a benchmark like there is a tool called Perfect Kit. Yeah, you can use that one to check whether your workload is underperformance or high utilized. Based on that, you can also choose the correct sizing for for your future. Now, there is one more thing that would I say the best practice is if anybody who is choosing a virtual machine, or if he don't know what would be the size or how it needs to be taken care, the first thing is you need to start with a small VM size, and whenever you want you can upgrade that size as per your need. Second is you can leverage auto scaling or dynamic workload. If you have configured that thing, you can also use, you can leverage the auto scaling for your workload, and based on your need that performance or performance, the VM size can be scale up and scale down. Third would be I would recommend if you have a predictable load, you can use a reserved instance and you can save some of your cost, sorry. And third is regularly and the fourth point that I would say, you have to regularly review your VM performance in terms of when you I mean you need to regularly review your VM performance and cost efficiency, that how your VM is performing and what cost you are paying for it. That is also one of the best practice that I would suggest. Now, now let's do one thing. Let's jump into the console and choose a size called this one, and let's create cloud admin. All right, so we have provisioned one virtual machine, that is a Linux virtual machine, and it does have it's a standard D4 SV3. So 4 is, as I told, that it is the V-core CPU, and it had 16 GB of RAM. Now, in your environment, you will might face some issue like where you have to downgrade or upgrade your virtual machine. That how can you do that? What is the best option is you go into the sizing, go on size, and from here you can actually downgrade and upgrade the machine. Now the only thing that you need have to consider is whenever you are downgrading or upgrading a size, the machine will get interrupted. What I mean to say by interrupting, the machine will get a reboot. Suppose if I click on resize and click like OK, what it is going to do, it is going to restart my virtual machine. See now, if I go here, it is actually from D2 VS3, we are moving to D8 VS3. So we will get 8 virtual core CPU. V3 is the version, and S is the it's do support premium SSD. So now if I go back and if I refresh my machine, you will find that it has been upgraded to D8 SV3. Okay. Also, you will also find this machine has got rebooted. Okay. If I go on help, let's see if it is if it has come up or not. You will find, yeah, that, yeah, it is in, I mean it has been restarted. Okay. To here now it has been updated to D8 SV3. We will see you into the next video. If you are new to this channel, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much.